Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Crash Landing. So I took down my ore gravel and ore sand smasher and instead set up this guy. Now this is a limestone generator, and what it is doing is it's just placing down the limestone blocks. Then the autonomous activator is breaking them with a hammer. They get sucked up into this vacuum hopper, put into this barrel, run back through the hopper and into here. So we should be able to get a huge amount of limestone built up in this thing, and we have a fair amount of hammers to run through it as well. But the reason I'm doing this, I think I'm going to use a lot of limestone in building the base, so we need to get a good quantity of it going before we can really move on to building the base. Now what I want to do today is utilize some of this stuff that we have been making with the smeltery. So I've started making the smooth seared stone. Those take the same amount of seared stone as a brick, just one ingot. And so I'm going to be using those as well as a bunch of the fancy seared bricks and regular seared bricks to make our smelteries. Now one thing that I did forget to do was to make the controllers for these. Now we are going to be making multiple smelteries, so yes, controllers. So we have enough stuff here to make 4 smelteries on the configuration that I want, and we are going to take them back in this direction going out here. So we need a minimum of 2 blocks distance between each of the smelteries, and then we are going to go ahead and do our normal digging out a 3x3 in the center, which, yes, I screwed that up already. So we'll put a 3x3 in the center. We're going to fill that with the seared stone, and then we are going to work on putting in the blocks that we need for everything else. So we need our controller, we need our seared tank, we also need our smeltery drain. So we're going to put a seared tank on each side of the center, the controller in the middle, and then we're going to put a drain on these sides all the way down the side, and it looks like I need to dig this down a little in order to be able to place these. So yeah, let's go ahead and just kind of clear this back a little. I'm going to have to do a lot of dust clearing to make this work. But so we will continue placing the drains down here. Then we're just going to use regular seared bricks across the back of this thing. So everything in this layer is bricks, or the appearance of bricks. Now to make it look interesting, we are going to put the fancy seared bricks in each corner. Now the way that we get these fancy seared bricks is by taking a tinker's chisel, which this one is made out of flint. You can make it in the part builder with a flint or a chisel pattern, but we take this, put it in the crafting grid with a seared stone or a seared brick. That will make a seared road. You take that seared road, put it back with the chisel, and it makes the fancy seared bricks. So that's how I made those. Now we don't want to have just a boring smeltery like this, so what we're going to do is place smooth seared stone down each of the sides of this thing, and then we're going to use regular seared bricks in each corner. Now we're going to repeat this pattern up the side of the smeltery until we get to the point of where we have adequate height, which it seems like this height is pretty good for the seared stone, but I know that it won't, the smeltery itself won't keep up with ores at that height, but I think that's a good height right there. So what we're going to do, and that's not what I meant to do, we are going to take our seared bricks and stack these up in the corner, one more, and then we're going to put a fancy seared brick on the top of that. We'll take a little bit of fall damage, not overly concerned about that. Then we are going to continue upward with this pattern until we get to the top, and then we're going to put seared bricks around the top of this. So I think it's kind of a neat looking smeltery. It shows that you don't have to use just the plain old bricks, which, yeah, I'm very happy about that because aesthetics is kind of an important thing to me. So let's get this last little bit of this thing built. And the main reason that we are going to be building multiple of the smelteries is because if we set this stuff up for automatic smelting, we will end up with certain items automatically alloying with others. So what I want to do is set this up to where we only have... Ow! Can't run when I'm hungry. But I want to set this up to where we only have certain items going into each smeltery. So like this one here might be for non-alloying regular ingots. And the ultimate plan is that we will have our applied energistic system exporting various items into the controller. The drains will automatically dump their contents into basins, and then the blocks that come from the basins will go back into the applied energistic system. And then we'll set up multiple of the smelteries for various different alloy and whatever setups. We'll probably have to have multiples of these for the regular items, because like if we put gold and silver together in the same smeltery, they will automatically turn into electrum. Well, we don't want that all the time. So we'll have to put like gold in with iron or silver in with iron, because if we do that, then we don't end up with them alloying together. But if we put iron and ferrous together, oh, and we have spawnable spaces up there, but if we put iron and ferrous together, obviously we are going to run into an issue with making only Invar when we might want iron. So we don't want to do that either. So I'm just going to make a whole bunch of nooks here and deal with this spawnable stuff. But so yeah, we have quite a bit of stuff to do here. I've got to clear back a whole bunch of garbage here, and I think I'm also going to move this ship's engine finally, and we're going to try to set up a decent spot for the lava generation, possibly setting up multiple crucibles, because we are going to need a lot of lava for this setup. And we could set up some automatic obsidian generation at the same time. So let me do a little bit of work here, and then I will be back. Well, 3 smelteries are built. I decided to put 4 blocks in between them instead of 2, and this one will get torn down eventually. But I want to be able to have paths running between them, and then I put 6 blocks between these 2 sets that are facing the center. So that will be a larger path going through the middle of that. But so we need to get this blazing pyrotheum cleaned up now. So that stuff is right behind here. So we're going to break this block. There is the source. Ow! Ow! Why can I not jump up there? Okay, get that off of the hot bar. Oh God, we're hot. We are really hot now. Alright, well, thankfully the camel pack should cool us back down. But we need to have a place to put this stuff, and for safekeeping, we're going to put it in there for now, just so that we don't accidentally place it down or anything like that. So now our lava production is actually shut off. But at this point now we can remove all of these blocks from the original engine, and we build another smeltery here and set up a more permanent place for that lava production. And I think the lava production I'm probably going to put underground just to have it away from where I'm usually going to be working. Keep it cool in this area because that pyrotheum does give off a fair amount of heat. So yeah, I've got quite a bit more stuff to do. I don't want to bore you guys, so I'm gonna get this taken care of, and then I'll be back. And after doing quite a bit of work here, I now have 4 smelteries set up, and I've added a little decoration to these. These are just limestone strips from microblocks, and they look really nice, but I originally had them wrapped around the levers, and what I found out, if we look here, we can see right now this lever is powered. If I put a strip here, the power is shut off. So we can have these little strips on the sides and the top, but we cannot have them on the bottom. But since we can't have them on the bottom, having them on the sides is kind of pointless. But so we have these little decorations here. I also put glowstone strips around the top, and actually we can look at that by coming over here. And if we go up a little, we can see the glowstone strips on top of these. So that kind of makes that part look nice too. Now, we have the limestone and limestone paver pathways here. I think that looks really nice. And so I decided that since we had that, we'll go ahead and go underneath for the lava and cobblestone generation. So we have that set up down here. So down here I'm using limestone with the seared stone strip for a decoration. So I think this looks pretty nice, but we have a whole bunch of stuff to set up here. So first off, we want to get our bucket of blazing pyrotheum back out here, and we are going to put this in here. Now I am hoping that that will not cause too much fire, but of course that's always a possibility. Now we're going to place the last crucible up there. Now we have 6 of those, and now we need to get our lava and water for cobblestone generation. Now if you are paying attention, you know what this is for. We are going to be doing extra utilities. So we need to make a couple of things for extra utilities to make this all work. So first off, we are going to need some pneumatic servos. We're going to need these for our fluid ducts and item ducts and everything like that. But we also need a whole bunch of transfer pipes from extra utilities. So we'll get a whole bunch of those, and then we also need a bunch of transfer nodes. Now right now we can get away with just 4 of these, but we're going to need more later on. But also I want to make some speed upgrades. Now these are going to make the process go faster. So now what we need to do is grab a bucket of water, and then we will need a bucket of lava, which means we need a little bit of cobblestone. So let me grab 1 stack of cobblestone, and we will go and grab a bucket of water. And that is very easily done by putting this in here. And that will very rapidly give us a bucket of water. Alright, inventory is a bit of a mess, but it'll work. So let's go ahead and head back down into this area down below. So what we're going to do is we are going to put the water on one side of this. Then we are going to take and place a bunch of this cobblestone into these crucibles. Now, we should get a decent amount of lava fairly quickly, but we are going to have to wait for it to do everything here. So let's go ahead and get all of that. So now it's waiting for a bucket of lava. Now what we could do, I guess, we can go and grab one of the buckets of lava, or the bucket of lava that I have up here. Because this guy actually, none of this stuff is working right now. I have it all shut down, but I haven't actually turned this thing off. So let's go ahead and grab that bucket of lava, and then we will set this guy to off. There we go. So now what we need to do is place this lava bucket on the opposite side of this. So now this is a lava, water, and cobblestone setup here, and what that allows is Extra Utilities recognizes this as a cobblestone generator. So we can place down transfer nodes, and it will create these at a rate, I think, of about 1 every 2 ticks. Might even be 1 every 4 ticks. I'm not sure, but we can also increase that speed later on with mining upgrades. But right now this is plenty fast, so you can see this one's already completely full, but we do want to put a barrel down to have this stuff deposited in. Now the main reason for this is that otherwise these things are going to be searching forever to find their inventory. So now we'll take some transfer nodes and transfer pipe, and we will connect our nodes to that. So now this other one, I think I might actually set this up directly to something. For now we will just go ahead and connect this one into there as well. So this is going to very rapidly fill that barrel with cobblestone. Now what we could do is also set that up into the auto packager to start making huge sums of highly compressed cobblestone. But let's go ahead and see if we can grab another slab. We'll make a couple more. Actually, let's just go ahead and grab a whole stack of these. We'll make a whole bunch more of these better barrels. Because, well, we can make a whole 2. Okay, well, whatever. So we'll get some more better barrels. Those are always useful. And I think we're going to want another set of transfer nodes. Because now we need to pull those items back out of that barrel and have them deposited into the crucibles. So let's go ahead and get this on here. And then this we will place the speed upgrades into. So this is going to make things happen a lot faster there. But now we will bring this over here and bring it over the top of the crucibles. So this will very rapidly fill all of these crucibles with cobblestone. And now we need to get the lava out. So let's go ahead and place down some fluid ducts. And this one I don't want there. And then we will wrench all of these so that they are pulling out. And I'm hitting my head on things. Alright. No. I forgot this wrench works on the extra utilities stuff as well. So we'll get all of those wrenched, and now we will place pneumatic servos on all of these, because putting a redstone signal to these would not work. So we'll get all of those, and then we're going to have to go through and change all of these to redstone ignored. I know it's kind of a painful process to do all of this stuff, but kind of has to be done sometimes. So this will fill these pipes with lava, and now what we can do is run this lava up and to various locations. In the case of this, we will be running right into the bottom of this smeltery. So that actually is not the way that I want that to be, though. I want this to be... Actually, let's go here. And then we have to pick a couple of these back up. Because what we want is the ability to access the smeltery controller from the bottom. So now what I need to do is connect all of these smelteries up to that. I still have to mine out the opposite side. And yeah, that's what I thought. My water is empty. But yeah, I've got quite a bit of stuff to do there. And gonna have to just keep working on it, but I think I'm out of time for this episode, so I'm gonna say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!